The BBC's Ndingidaba Jonah Buyoya sat down with President Hichilema and asked him why he's seeking a re-election.
We sought leadership from the people of Zambia when we were in opposition, and we made commitments. We declared our vision clearly and our manifesto and commitments to the people of Zambia. And I think by and large, we've delivered on a greater majority of those commitments, save maybe where we're disturbed by exogenous variables, factors that are beyond our control, such as drought and what else, the war. But otherwise, we've delivered. And I'm happy to go into one or two or so specifics.
The BBC's Ndingidaba Jonah Buyoya sat down with Mundubile and asked him why he has suddenly become so popular.
There are high poverty levels, and the oppressive laws that this government has enacted has, made it very difficult for citizens to communicate. So what we are getting is a feeling where people are now feeling liberated. They are calling it a second independence. Initially, we thought we'd be dealing with poverty only, but it looks like the oppressive laws have had a great bearing on the freedoms and the rights of citizens generally.
And I'd like for us to get into that, because one of the major issues that people talk about in this election is the cost of living. They say that your government says you've reduced inflation, which metrics are there to see.
Yes.
But they also argue that the cost of living has almost doubled from what it was when you came into office. How do you measure these metrics and argue that you've done well?
The starting point is that what country did we inherit? We inherited a broken down country, completely broken down. We were in debt, distress, defaulted on our obligations to pay our debts. The economy was declining. Jonah, how do we know? Minus 2.8% GDP growth. That's how we know. We said we'll restructure the debt, Jonah, and we've delivered on that. A clear saving of $1.9 billion per year. And that's the money we're putting in the economy, creating a headroom.
How are you messaging this, given the fact that when you were in office, inflation, for example, was at 24%. It's now at 6.5%. This positioning has improved from where you left it.
Look at the cost of fuel today, the cost of food today. The food basket is around 12,000 today. And look at the average pay of a civil servant, for instance. Yes, the inflation was high. What was the food basket and what were the average salaries? So there are lived realities on the ground, that do not speak directly to what we're getting through lowered inflation and other figures, as it were.
They are a large population of our country,
Indeed.
Young people and women.
Indeed.
So what specific things are you telling these young people you will do for them if you are elected this coming election?
45,000 teachers we've employed, our youth. 20,000 medical staff we've employed, our youth. Those we've employed in the public sector, other public sector areas, such as the army and the youth.
But they still have a high unemployment rate, Mr. President.
Agreed. You look at the jobs we've created in 4 years, 10 months, call it. We are saying to them, when the economy bottoms up, which is what it's doing now, it creates opportunities for the youth who are not yet employed to be the next ones in the queue.
That you are the right alternative to deal with these issues, given the fact that you, as a candidate, were in fact a minister in the previous administration that Zambians voted out for the things that you are actually talking about. Zambians were concerned about their freedoms in this country because of public facilities that were infiltrated by your party cadres who were violent. They also spoke about the same cost of living. Inflation was very high under your administration. Why are you an alternative?
Well, first of all, the difference that Brian Mundubile brings in, I love Zambia and I love Zambians. If you look at our manifesto, we are focused on Zambians. Our manifesto moves women and youths from the margins to the center of policy transformation, policy and economic transformation. making the youth the main drivers of that economy.